Hello, and welcome back to my channel, Gingerporp Gaming. It's been a while, and I'm sorry. I've been meaning to post more on YouTube, but I thought this would be sort of a fun thing to do. As you can see in front of me is my PC, which I also meant to do an unboxing video for that I just never got around to. But this is kind of related. This is a new case for my PC. It is NZXT and it is the Craft series. It is the Assassin's Creed PC case, and I'm very excited for it because it's the Valhalla one. And if anybody knows me, or like, you know, look at my branding or whatever, it's very Viking centric, and I'm very excited to unbox this and show you everything that's inside. So we're gonna do the unboxing first, and then we're gonna swap all of my parts from my current PC into this one. And just to preface, I have no idea what I'm doing. Just throwing that out there. That's why I have my iPad here. I have J2Sense video up on how to disassemble a computer, and they're both NZXT cases, so I'm assuming it'll be pretty straightforward on how to put things back if I really pay attention to how I take things apart. So without further ado, let's get started. Also, one thing I noticed on the box is that it says it's one of 500. I'm special. I'm limited edition. I am noticing that there's a little bit of a little dent in the box, but hopefully it's not too substantial. It doesn't look like there's any damage on it. But this is it. This is the case. This is the back of it, so it has the Assassin's Creed logo on it with the axes and stuff. And for people that are like, oh, if you don't play Assassin's Creed that much, then why is that so like cool? First of all, I played this game a lot because it was Viking themed and I just loved it so much. And to me, the logo stands out more Viking-esque than it does Assassin's Creed-esque. Moving on to the front, we have the Assassin's Creed logo once again, and it's LED. So when you plug it in, it lights up, which is sick. Same thing with the top button. I'll show you that in a moment. I don't know how well you can see this, but it has like a cool design on it too. This is terrible camera work, but we're gonna roll with it anyway. Super dope. It's got the teal inside. And now, by the way, is when we begin the unbuilding / building process. Very nice. So it comes with this box. We got some cable management stuff, some screws, pins. Oh, this is the arrow. This is the arrow for the puck. This holds your headphones. Eivor's shield from the video game. There you go, that's better. You get the point. And basically what it does is when the PC is like this, you stick it on, it's a magnet. Let me get my headphones. Once it's on, nice and center because we're OCD like that, it's got the arrow you can put in it and you hang your headphones on it. Just like that. It's pretty neat. And it's just a cool like magnet. I could just shove this on the fridge, but my wife definitely would not let me do that. I think a lot of these parts are actually meant for if you didn't already have an NZXT PC. We actually have to take off this tempered glass. There it is. And then I can show you the inside of the case, but it's got that cool teal color up in there. It already has a fan in it actually, which is kind of helpful. It's got a little plaque in here. This is number 213 out of 500 actually. I'm kind of nervous, I'm not gonna lie. And this can also kind of serve as like a PC unboxing that I missed, so you guys can see everything that I've got inside and whatnot. So 2 birds with 1 stone. The tempered glass. And unfortunately, we have to take out the Thor Funko Pop that I had in here. It is Thor, so I might throw him in the new one. Who knows? What the heck do I do first? The fan, I guess the GPU would be the easiest thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and lay this down, just so nothing like falls out, you know. Now all of you tech people that might be in my comments, please refrain from flaming me if I do anything incorrect. I am new to this. I will also be very careful with everything you see here. So first thing we're gonna do is the GPU. So you can't see me, but I'm just sort of like looking back here in the back plate just to see what I have to unscrew. Nothing really, actually. Oh yeah, no, there's that. I do have to unscrew that. Where are my screwdrivers? Also, I'm gonna probably be saying a ton of things incorrectly. So if I just say something because that's what it looks like, that's what I'm going with. Actually, I'm gonna get post-it notes, like write like what these things are for. So, GPU. And so now, if I do this, it comes out. Nice, I haven't actually seen this. This is a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 3070. That's what came in the streaming PC. PNY, I don't know if you wanted to like look at this, but this is what it looks like. So I should probably clean this while I have that open. So go ahead and put that down. And so what I'm thinking is that I can just take the motherboard out in its entirety along with the fan that's right here. And I won't have to worry about the cooling system or anything and messing up with like thermal paste and stuff. I'll just take the whole thing out and set it down just so I don't have to worry about that later. And I'm just noticing that this new case comes with the top seated fan on this side. And I gotta take out the one that's right here. But we'll get to that when we get to that. It's at such an odd angle. I feel like I need tweezers or something. Oh, I think I'm just dumb. There we go. They're just so stiff, I guess, for so long that they was just difficult to get out. So I didn't necessarily have it wrong. Okay, I think I'm gonna take out the fan first because it's kind of severely in the way. So that's the entire cooling unit, which I don't know how to completely disconnect. Oh, I have to get the PSU, that makes sense. Okay, so to keep this from falling over while I get to the back, I am gonna screw it back in. And one thing I wanna just sort of remember is cable management. I want my computer to be as clean as it was when I got it. Like the cable management they did was pretty good. So I wanna like maintain that level of organization. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Finally got that out. So what I also figured out is that all of these cords that you're seeing right here that were connected to the CPU, the motherboard, excuse me, all come with the new computer. So once I take out the motherboard, that's all, like I don't need to mess with these anymore. I just have to plug in those. And then obviously the power cords, which are these big thick ones for the PSU to the CPU and the fans and stuff. So that's actually relieving. So I don't have to mess with any of this other than taking out the fans in the front. I'm just still figuring out how to get the battery out. I figured it out. All those other cords were blocking it. And I'm sure this looks very crude, but NZXT almost did like a too good of a job with this, so it's making it a little difficult. So now that all of that is out, this belongs to that one that I couldn't reach. We're gonna figure out a way to get to it efficiently. Can I take this off? I don't think I can. It kind of sucks. So power for everything from the CPU went through here, down this, Velcroed into the power supply, which I should put off to the side now. This was to the CPU. This plugged in on the right side. I don't know what it's called. And then this plugged into the actual PCU. And then this was to the GPU, these two. And then these were plugged in to the CPU and VGA portion. PSU, not PCU. I get it now. I realized it. So don't go after me in the comments. Was that plugged into anything? I don't think this was plugged into anything. This is what was plugged in, and this is what's back there. This wasn't connected to anything, I don't believe. Because these are all male. All of that stuff's male, and that's female. That wasn't connected to anything. Yeah, I'm right on that. So I'm gonna shove this through and see how that helps me. I want to take that off because then I could get to it. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. best not to smack it on anything. Okay, so it was all one thing in the end. Then there's something else that I need to unplug, but it's really hard to reach. I'm just jiggling it ever so slightly right now. It's at a super awkward angle. I need tweezers. These tweezers are not strong enough. Okay, the battery's about to die on this camera, but I was able to get all of those cords out. Stop barking, Benji, and I'm about to take out, shut up! I'm about to take out the motherboard. I'll try and update you when I can, so wish me luck. Okay, so 3 hours since the completion, or since the beginning, rather. I think I'm done. I have everything back in the computer. Doesn't look too shabby. And now I'm gonna do the test of whether it works. So I have it plugged in back there. So let's go ahead and do a boot test and see how this goes. Oh, gotta plug in my mouse. That's on. That's a good sign. Okay. Wait. One second. Oh my gosh, it worked. I did it. I cannot believe I just did that. Holy cow. Discord's opening. I don't have my internet on. I can't do anything with internet, but everything seems to be working. Let's open up this. Make sure nothing looks bad. I mean, everything looks good to me. So now I gotta put the finishing touches on so that I can show you what the whole thing looks like, completely put together. Give me a second. Okay, well, putting it back together, I ran into one small hiccup. I noticed as I was putting the back panel on, this wasn't lighting up. This is LED, it's supposed to light up, and it isn't because of this. I don't know what this is, and I went through the whole thing and saw somebody do it on a YouTube video, and they connected this to something, but I have quite literally nothing to connect this to. That down there hanging was just a button that's supposed to be right here. It's supposed to be right there, but I had to take it out to make room for the cooler, or this fan thing. So I couldn't, like, it couldn't physically be there, and I have to connect it to this to give it power so that it lights up. But I can't do that, so that's why that will be missing, which makes me sad, but I'll figure it out. Now all I gotta do is peel off this front stuff, and it should be a pretty satisfying moment. Boom. Man, that looks so good. I gotta get some LED strips inside this thing to make that really pop and shine. Overall, it worked. I did it. I can't believe it, to be totally honest with you. I had little to no faith in myself, but I did it. I'm happy with how it turned out. This thing looks great. It looks amazing. I do gotta figure out this LED thing in the front. We'll get that figured out with time. Thank you for watching this video. If you're still here, I'm sure it was as painful for you as it was for me, but I had a good time. It was a really good learning activity for me. I learned a lot about my PC, how it works, and how to take it apart and put it together. Yeah, I'd say it was a total success. Now I just gotta go put all this stuff back in my setup and I'll be good to go. You can like, you can subscribe. Personally, I don't care. I'm just glad you're watching this video. So thanks so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Sorry, one more thing before I go. I forgot to put on the little extra stuff. So here again, once more, with the finished product. This is the puck for the headphones. It's got a cool arrow sticking out of it. You can even take it out. And it also comes with this thing. This little suction cup thing that sits on the glass. It's like a Viking shield. But yeah, goodbye.